Good evening and welcome to Brunswick Beat. I'm Laura Lewis.
And I'm Rachel Johnson. In our leading story tonight, students in Brunswick County will return to a staggered start schedule next fall. Brunswick County school officials decided to cover the costs to add 9 permanent school resource officers in elementary schools by reinstating staggered school hours. The move is expected to generate an estimated $1 million in transportation cost savings. The school board still has to decide how to stagger school hours for the elementary and secondary schools. They are seeking public opinion on which schools should start first. Officials intend to survey parents and staff to make a decision on start times by the school board's May 7th meeting.
New construction is springing up all over the South Brunswick Islands. After years of slow growth following the peak of the recession, beach house construction has begun to sprout. Holden Beach has 27 houses under construction. Ocean Isle Beach has 26, and Sunset Beach has 24 under construction or having received certificates of occupancy in the past year. Among the houses being built on Holden Beach is one with 16 bedrooms and 16 baths. It's on Ocean Boulevard West and encompasses 7,949 square feet of heated space. For more on this building boom, pick up this week's Beacon.
Teddy Long of Shallotte died early Saturday morning after losing control of his vehicle on Persimmon Road near Calabash shortly after 6 a.m. He had just celebrated his 50th birthday on St. Patrick's Day. Long's vehicle crossed the center line and went off the left side of the roadway, where it collided with a retaining wall and overturned. Long's death is the 4th fatal wreck in Brunswick County this year.
Owners of Calabash businesses destroyed in a March 18th fire are starting to readjust. Marco Rooks, owner of Headhunters Barbershop, has relocated to a former golf shop men's store behind Bloomingdale's consignment shop. Rooks said he hopes to reopen within the next 2 weeks. The cause of the fire has still not been determined and is under investigation by multiple agencies. Wendy's in Shallotte is almost ready to reopen. Franchise spokesman Kelly Durham said Tuesday management hopes to reopen the restaurant this Friday. The restaurant on Whiteville Road has been closed since an out-of-control vehicle struck the building on March 6th, causing extensive damages and sending an employee to the hospital. The driver of the vehicle, Robert Daniel Babson, 25, of Ash, was charged with reckless driving and drug offenses.
Brunswick County Manager Marty Lyon accepted an offer to take the manager's role with Guilford County. Commissioner Marty Cook said county commissioners need to appoint an interim manager to assist with immediate needs like budget planning, but also to start the process of finding someone who will make a good county manager. Lyon's last day with Brunswick County is May 3rd.
U.S. Congressman Mike McIntyre wants Brunswick County to be reinstated to the Wilmington Metropolitan Statistical Area. McIntyre says it makes no sense for Brunswick County to be pulled out of the Wilmington MSA and into that of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. He said his office will do all it can to reverse the decision as announced last week by the United States Office of Management and Budget. Remember, you can find all these stories and much more inside this week's Beacon, available on newsstands now. Now let's check in with Beacon advertising representative Jim Cochran to see how this week's weather is shaping up.
Thanks, Laura. Good news is that temperatures are warming up heading into the Easter weekend. Friday and Saturday are expected to be mostly sunny with highs in the upper 50s on Friday. Both Saturday and Sunday temperatures are expected to be in the lower 60s. There is a chance of showers on Sunday, though, and heading into Monday as well. By midweek next week, temperatures should be into the lower 70s, which would be great. And here's the surf report. Overall surf for the region looks to be small scale and even flatlined at most of the popular breaks. There is a possibility of swell building Sunday afternoon and into Monday evening. If this happens, count on it being choppy and disorganized until Monday afternoon, when it will clean up with waist-high sets, if it happens. The good news is the water temperatures are rising a bit. From a personal experience, you should be just fine without booties and gloves. And I will be in Africa over the next 2 weekends and missing my usual sunrise paddle out on Easter morning. So if you plan on doing this, you should have a perfectly clean condition at sunrise. Here's a breakdown, and let's take a look at the tide times for the upcoming week. Now let's get back over to Rachel and get the lowdown on the sports in your area, and have a happy Easter, Brunswick County. Stay classy.
Thanks, Jim. Welcome to the Beacon Sports Report. The Brunswick Community College baseball team beat Surrey Community College 4-3 in the first game of a doubleheader Saturday at Founders Field. BCC rallied for 4 runs in the 9th inning to beat the Knights. The Dolphins loaded the bases in the 9th when Jonathan Corbett singled inside the third baseline and Ryan Brindle and Patrick Graham singled to right field. Against reliever Demetrius Ingram, BCC scored 2 runs off walks. With 1 out against reliever Hunter Smith, Tony Sanchez singled to left field, driving in the tying run. BCC won the game when Ryan Hill walked with the bases loaded. In its 2 conference games before Friday night's contest against East Bladen, the West Brunswick varsity baseball team had 30 hits and scored 35 runs combined. The Trojans were due for an off night offensively. The way Landon Tilley pitched against the visiting Eagles, West's offensive woes simply didn't matter much. Tilley struck out 12 and allowed just a pair of singles over 7 dominant innings as the Trojans secured their 3rd consecutive league win with a 4-0 victory over East Bladen Friday in Charlotte. Mount Olive College pitcher Carly White, who allowed 1 run in 14 innings and 2 conference victories last week, is the Conference Carolinas Softball Pitcher of the Week. The award was White's 2nd this season and her 3rd weekly conference award overall this season. She has also earned Conference Carolinas Women's Volleyball Player of the Week honors during the fall. A junior right-hander from Ash, White tossed a 6-hit shutout as the Trojans handed Coker its first conference loss 4-0. All of the hits allowed by White were singles. White also helped Mount Olive hand King its first conference loss of the season and came out with 1 out of recording her 2nd straight shutout. She held King to 1 hit through 5 innings before settling for another complete game 6-hitter in the Trojans' 4-1 victory. 2nd graders from Jessie May Monroe Elementary School once again helped the town of Carolina Shores celebrate Arbor Day. The town's 5th annual event last Friday included a planting of redbud tree on the grounds of Town Hall. The town also received renewed recognition as a Tree City USA by the Arbor Day Foundation.
The Bird Island Preservation Society has dedicated a new educational kiosk, a 4-sign display of information about Bird Island. The ceremony took place last Friday at the kiosk provided by the town of Sunset Beach in a gazebo parking lot on the Sunset Beach Island. Information at the kiosk explains how to walk 1.2 miles west to get to the county's only undeveloped barrier island, its history and nature. The historic Brunswick County seaport town of Southport is springing into spring with its 28th annual Spring Festival this Friday and Saturday in Franklin Square Park. Hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Friday, March 29th and 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday, March 30th. Festivities include more than 130 arts and crafts booths, the Robert Rourke Chili Cook-Off from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday, food vendors, and all-day entertainment both days. Hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Friday, March 29th, and 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday, March 30th. The Kiwanis Club will host a 5K run walk beginning on the Southport waterfront at 8 a.m. Saturday. Festival admission is free.
Easter Sunday comes early this year, and so do Easter services scheduled at local beaches and beyond this coming Sunday morning. 3 Easter sunrise services are planned starting at 6:30 a.m. Sunday at Holden Beach, Sunset Beach, and at Honey's Place in Varnamtown. Other Holy Week and Easter events are also planned in the area. Details are available in this week's edition of the Brunswick Beacon.
Just in time for Easter, Jumpin' Java Espresso Company in Charlotte and Oak Island has unveiled Sweet Peeps Lattes. Available hot, iced, or blended, the tasty vanilla and toasted marshmallow concoction is topped with whipped cream if you like, and an Easter marshmallow peep. Jumpin' Java owners Sarah and Sonny Moy say as long as peeps are out, they will offer the delectable drink celebrating the Easter season.
This week, Brunswick Beacon advertising representative Christy Williamson dropped by White Funeral and Cremation in Charlotte and chatted with owners Greg and Dolores White. Let's head out to the business and see what's happening.
Hi everyone, today we're with Greg and Dolores White of White Funeral and Cremation in Charlotte, as well as Peacock and White in Southport. Thank you for taking a few minutes to spend with us today.
Thank you, Christy.
I understand that you're new to the Charlotte area. You just opened this location recently. Can you tell us a little bit about the services that you offer?
We're a full-service funeral provider. We have cremation and all types of traditional and non-traditional funeral services.
Great. So I understand that you offer a pre-arrangement plan. Can you explain to us what a pre-arrangement plan is?
Our pre-arrangement program, you can come in and select the type of funeral and or cremation service of your choice. Ours is inflation proof, where the price is frozen immediately in writing, and you can pay that over a 3-year, 5-year, or 10-year period.
Wow. So if someone has already done a pre-arrangement plan with another funeral provider, does it have to stay there, or are they allowed to move it to this facility?
That's a very good question. We were asked that quite a bit. All pre-arrangements are transferable, and we honor those as they're written.
Well, that sounds like something that all of us should check into. Now, if someone wants to get a little more information from you about that, can you tell us how to get in contact with you?
Oh, sure. Our Shallotte office phone number is 754-3333. You can contact us in Southport at 457-6944, or visit our website at www.shalottefunerals.com.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Christy.
Earlier this week, I went to visit Linda Bisson at Brunswick County Animal Shelter. Let's check out that clip and meet Sunny the dog. Hi, I'm out at Brunswick County Animal Shelter today with volunteer Linda Bisson. Linda, you have got a lively dog here today. What can you tell us about him?
Well, his name is Sonny. He's a pit bull. He's brindle and white, as you can see, and he's very sweet.
He is.
Very sweet, as he gives his paw away.
Yeah.
Can you smile for the camera, big boy?
And he loves to shake hands too. Yes, he does.
He's been neutered, and he just loves to play.
Well, he does, and you took him for a walk here a little while ago, didn't you?
Yes, well, he's just been neutered, so he got a slow walk.
Okay, slow walk, because
Yeah.
he's recuperating.
But he's recuperating, but lots of energy, as you can well see,
Yes.
and just as sweet as can be.
He is a doll baby. So you need to come out and visit with him, and there's plenty of other dogs and cats available for adoption here too. The animals would love to see you. The employees would love to see you. They are open 6 days a week, Mondays through Saturdays. So it's out here on Green Swamp Road, and come on out. They would love it. Thank you so much, Linda.
You're welcome.
And thank you for volunteering here at the shelter.
You're welcome.
And walking all these dogs. And thank you too, Sonny.
Yes, Sonny says, thank you for taking a look at me. I'm a sweet boy.
That's all the time we have for tonight, but you can read all these stories and much more inside this week's Beacon. Also in this week's Beacon is the latest edition of Island Living. If you have comments or suggestions for us at Brunswick Beat, you can email us at brunswickbeat@brunswickbeacon.com. Don't forget to follow the Beacon on Facebook and Twitter. Just search for Brunswick Beacon.
Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to tune in next week for a new edition of Brunswick Beat, Brunswick County's only TV news show. We close out this week's show with images from the Calabash Easter egg hunt.